awesome ones!
Hey, awesome ones! Hey, if you remember the video we did, Heather and I did on going for your dreams, we'll put the link up there for them.
Absolutely. You probably remember that we went to Vid Summit in sunny LA.
Oh yeah.
And that's what this video is all about. But not only did we go to sunny LA and we were California dreaming. Okay, you know those dreams? Anyway, okay, so not only did we do that, but also we made some time for fun.
Oh yeah, that was great.
You know, our suggestion is if you're going out on business anywhere, stay an extra day or two, have some fun. We have some follow-up videos on the Santa Monica Pier, where we were just like kids again.
I'm always a kid.
Oh, we got our caricatures done. Yeah. We looked at merry-go-rounds, saw an amazing sunset. There's going to be a video on that. And then, of course, we went to Hooray for Hollywood.
Oh, that's cool.
And we're going to do a video on that. And then Rodeo Drive.
Ooh, yeah.
What did we see the most of probably on Rodeo Drive, Bill?
Well, I said to you, Heather, look at all the Lamborghinis. And you corrected me.
Oh yeah, they're Lambos, Bill.
Lambos.
You know? But all you could hear every 5 seconds was vroom, vroom, and you'd look and there it was. But we're doing a video on Hollywood and the Lambos as well, so stay tuned for that. But I think you're going to enjoy this video. As you know, we want to keep on doing what we're doing. We went there to learn how to do better camera work, to learn our craft, and really the one thing about dreaming, and of course we encourage you all to go for your dreams, is sometimes you have to do some massive action. And that's what we did.
We did.
That's what this video is all about. It starts in just a few seconds.
Hey, awesome ones. Okay.
Good morning, awesome ones. It's still dark outside.
Yeah, it's hard to get up, hard to wake up when it's so dark. You think, wow, it's like middle of the night. It actually almost was.
Are you people like me when you have to get up super early in the morning, you don't sleep all night? Like, I didn't sleep, but
tired.
I think that's what you do. Well, not you. You sleep like a baby anyway.
We got up early this morning. We hopped on a cab. I was going to film some of that, but it was just way too dark. So the cab took us to the kind of like a commuter train heading from the downtown.
We're moving.
Excellent. That's a good sign.
Look over here, Bill. Look over here.
So anyways, we're moving now, as Heather pointed out. And, whoa, that's too early to look that close at me.
And both of us.
I don't get to wear makeup in the morning.
Us over 50 exposed.
So anyways, we are on the commuter train heading to the airport, and we'll touch base there with you. True to her word, Heather did just take her carry-on luggage. We're here at the airport, and there she goes. I better catch up to her. Well, we went through security, customs, and the first thing it leads you into is the duty-free. I hope I can get Heather out of here without buying anything.
Age perfect, folks. long flight, but here we are, we landed, yeah. This is 4 days. It starts tomorrow at 8 a.m. and then it goes until usually 9 p.m. every night. So we got 4 days of 8 a.m.s to 9 p.m.s, but you know what? We can do this, and it's all about making our channels better, making us better, learning a little more about lighting and all that stuff, and it's buzzing. So I'm going to turn around right now, and I want to check out our room. And you know, it's just kind of a standard room, but this is the Westin in LA, so we'll give you a little glimpse of what we're walking into there. Oh my gosh, so exhausted. Nighty night, everyone. All right, so here we are. We're at the Vid Summit. Bill and I actually had to split up. There's so much stuff going on that what we have to do is he's got to see some seminars. Whoops, running into people. I'll have to see other ones, but everybody's got cameras. These are all video people after all. And guess what? I think we are the oldest ones here, but we do see some people around our age. I don't care. This is what Awesome Over 50 is all about. So for everyone out there chasing your dreams and goals after 50, sometimes you have to take massive action. We traveled 5 hours to see these people who know all about video creating. Roberto Blake, Gary Vaynerchuk, Sean Cannell, Tim Schmoyer, and of course Daryl Eves, who put the whole thing on. And who are those guys? We learned also about equipment and how to work with those, and then listen to this interview I have with a podcast person. And this awesome person is Janine, and yes, from Simplecast. And remember how we told you that everything old is new again? We're not talking about old people, but we're talking about old things. And podcasts are really coming back, right?
Yeah, it's really exciting to see this radio resurgence, right? The oral storytelling tradition that is now all of a sudden becoming popular again, and I think maybe the younger generation's feeling like this thing is so new, and everyone else feeling like,
wink,
wink. This is nothing new. Everybody knew that audio quality and storytelling was a really fantastic way to communicate.
Absolutely. And I think what's happening to the newer generation is they just don't have the time anymore, so they don't even want to watch a video anymore. They want to sit, maybe they're on a train going to work or whatever, or maybe they have it in their car and they're just listening to audio, correct? Because that's the new thing.
I think that's exactly right. So it both really pairs well with the kind of multitasking nature of some of the newer generations, but I think it also has to do with what we're calling the audio hardware revolution. So you've seen at the same time as people getting back into the oral storytelling tradition, you're seeing the Alexas and the Bluetooth and the Bose and the earbuds, and so there's actually a lot more kind of computers that are being made without a screen and just the audio piece of it. And I think it's funny to start seeing, you'll even walk around this conference and you can see people who are walking around with one earbud in, and it's actually because they're consuming audio while they're doing everything else throughout their life.
Wow. And you know, the other thing that I found too is that they have done studies, they have done goldfish studies, and the goldfish has an attention span of 9 seconds, and a human these days has the attention span of 7 seconds.
No way.
No, that's absolutely true.
That makes so much sense to me.
Yeah, and it's almost like not that our videos are going anywhere, we're still going to always do our videos, but you know, for those kind of things that people can just listen to, maybe you need a video to learn how to do your makeup and all that sort of thing, but for talking to celebrities maybe over 50 and how their lives are different than when they were in their 20s, all that sort of thing, you just have to listen to that, right?
Yeah, I think you're starting to see some really fantastic, high-quality interviews happening on podcasts. You're also starting to see some great investigative journalism and news reporting happening over podcasts. I think the exciting area that we're seeing is scripted. A lot of the fiction-based storytelling that you're seeing, really fun. And it's really fun on podcasts to be able to find hyper niches. Like you can go in there and you can find a topic or a community that's on anything that you love.
That's right. And for some of us over 50, we may want to listen to a little more, and I know this happens with Bill's mom and that, dementia. And some of those sort of things that you gotta hone up on now because it's part of your life, or Alzheimer's or something along those lines. And there's podcasts on all of that that you can just listen to. Just one more quick thing, and then we've got to run because I know you're busy. So you are going to help us get on podcast number 1, which we're all set up for in our studio. We're ready. We just needed to know you. And what we're also going to do, you're going to get us onto iHeartRadio and iTunes.
So all of them, you can easily take your audio file, upload it to Simplecast, and one click you can distribute it out into the world to all the different players, Google, Apple, Spotify, iHeartRadio, everywhere. And then we've got some fun growth tools that you can use to make sure that people find out about your podcast. And then we're going to give you lots of information about the number of people that listened and what kind of device they listened on, all those things. So it'll be fantastic.
And here's another thing. You know that our videos, everything that we do is not just about us. We have done quite a few videos on finding your dreams. So if you're maybe a person who's going, okay, now what do I do now? I'm kind of at the end of my job. And you don't even have to have a great voice, right?
You don't have to have a great voice. You just have to have great content. And really be able to tell stories that people are interested in hearing.
So anybody out there, if you've sort of said, oh well, all my life I have helped, I don't know, children with autism, or all my life I've been a nurse and helped this, or I've been a teacher, or whatever. You guys have a future, and we're not even getting paid for this, but Simplecast could be something that you might say, oh, maybe that's what we'll do, and that's what we want to do for all you awesome ones out there. You have another 40 years left, probably, or more, and go for those dreams and share your stories with the rest of the world. They're waiting for them. Thank you, Janine.
Thank you.
Are you a
So
hugger?
nice, yeah.
So you might have noticed I didn't do an awful lot of interviews with people at Summit. There's over 1,000 people here, but I found this totally awesome family.
Thank you.
Too awesome.
Yeah.
And Mom, Jack, is over 50.
Absolutely.
Totally.
And she's an awesome, awesome mom. And
Yes, I agree.
totally. When the kids are saying that, it is totally awesome. So introduce yourselves.
All right, I'm Kara.
I'm Adam,
And I'm Eric.
and we are the Disneyland Insiders.
Yep, that's us.
So what we were talking about is you are never too old to go to Disneyland,
No.
right?
No,
It
no such
always-
thing as too old to go to Disneyland.
Sometimes
There's so
I
much
think
to do.
Yeah, sometimes I think it almost gets more fun when you're older.
Yeah.
Well,
Yes.
and certainly we know lots of people that we worked with through our channel that find different things to do at different ages in Disney. So whether you're a young child or a teen or an older person, there are so many things to do on any day at Disneyland.
Yeah,
exactly.
And we
They have so
bring
much
it-
there.
We want to bring it to everyone so that they know how to find their niche at Disney.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly.
And what I found really interesting talking to you, Jack, is that you have footage right now of your parents going to see.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And so check out their
Totally.
channel maybe in, when is it's going to go up?
It should go before Thanksgiving, so in the next couple of weeks
Okay,
we'll have it.
so
Yeah.
you're talking about
Yeah.
the American Thanksgiving, which is around the end of November.
Yes, the
Yes.
American
Yes.
Thanksgiving.
Like, we're all global now, right?
That's true, on
Yes,
YouTube.
a lot of countries have already had the Thanksgiving.
That's
but,
true.
Yeah,
so right after Halloween,
Okay.
because that's our first set of footage.
Yeah, after Halloween.
The grandparents wanted to share why they spend so much money to come from Virginia to Disneyland, and,
right, and why
they
they
have
care.
annual passes, and they thought it was important for our channel to reach out to people and say why they love it and what they do when they're there. Which is not the same as what we do.
No.
And what we want to hear in the comments from all of you too is what you think, if you're over 50, about going to theme parks like Disneyland and that sort of thing, and how much it makes you feel like a kid again. And I'd love to hear those comments. The other thing that we're going to do, which I'm really excited about, don't forget to check out their video on Disneyland, then you'll absolutely want to go. But besides that, we're going to do a collab. And that means that we'll probably just be introing these people on our channel, and they're going to be doing some things that people over 50, okay, they won't go on the rides like, you know, the upside down.
Those are a little crazy.
And they're going to show you, and even where you can get maybe some wheelchair access.
There's a lot of good things that they do.
Some great shady spots to have lunch with the family without it being
just some nice quiet areas,
right?
Watch.
And all our favorite shows to watch if you don't want to ride a ride necessarily.
And Disneyland is so handicap accessible. Oh my gosh, they go above and beyond.
They do amazing work for that.
It's amazing.
Can you just mention a couple of shows that you really loved?
My favorite show to watch is Fantasmic, which is the show on the rivers of America at night. It's the best. I love it.
Yeah, and then there's always the fireworks, which are amazing.
And
then
my gosh.
one that I think is underappreciated is the flag retreat ceremony, because that one's super fun for
that one is so great.
because they have like the Dapper Dan.
And so my favorite is Mickey's Magical Map.
Right.
And so
That's
that is in the shade, and they have wonderful German snacks right next to the theater. And so you sit in the theater, and it's like a mini Broadway rendition of all the princesses.
It's a lot of fun.
And it's very cool, and it's a great thing to do to get out of the sun and just have a entertaining moment.
So each of you, what I want to do just to close this off, there's different themes in Disneyland. It's not all rides. There's different themes. It's not just the kingdom.
Right.
Jack, starting with you, what's your favorite theme park within Disneyland?
I like the original Disneyland. That is absolutely my favorite. I like Mickey, and I like knowing that Walt was there. That matters to me. I like going by his apartment and seeing the light on. And those kinds of things.
What an inspiration Walt Disney was.
Okay,
Kara.
Ooh, this one's a little more difficult. I would have to say every spot where there's the best shop, because I love shopping.
So all your shopaholics out there you go.
Well, there's the Aulani in Hawaii, which is very cool and very relaxing, which is, it's not at Disneyland proper, but we had one of our best vacations ever there.
I love that place.
All right. Oh, well, I remember Disneyland, but it was a while ago, so I'm just going to go to you.
All right, so as much as Disneyland probably is my favorite, another cool Disney vacation is the Disney cruise, because you get to go to vacation spots, and they actually have their own Disney island in the Bahamas called Castaway Cay, and that place is super cool to visit.
Would you suggest for grandparents to take their kids on a cruise?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Is it safe? Okay, I'm worried about safety.
Okay, so
They're
there's
pretty
nothing
amazing.
like a Disney cruise. Okay, and so they are beyond safe because they know there are children on board.
Yes.
And they have young ones can be tracked very
Yes.
Yeah, they actually have a wristband that the little kids wear. So
That is a Mickey bracelet, so it doesn't feel like a wristband, right?
Yeah.
And so
And the special wristband has a little device in it that lets you know where they are on the ship, so if they run off, you can find them.
And it also works as their room key.
It does.
Oh, wow.
Well, and they have clubs for different, and I have to tell you
the vibe is so cool.
we made friends with 3 different couples or families, and one of them said that they were still practicing for when they brought their grandchildren because the Disney cruise took such good care of them as the grandparents that they didn't even bring the kids. They just went there. We thought that was very funny.
Okay, so to wrap this up, whether you want to bring your kids or not, or your grandchildren, I think that we've really heard from a fabulous, I love your families.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And these are, you know what I love about these kids? They're YouTubers, but they're real kids. And they're telling from the heart, so get off, be a kid again. Remember, you've got probably another 40 years or so left. And might as well start now just being a kid again, right?
Yeah, I completely agree.
Disneyland is fun at any age, so why stop?
Yeah.
And we think Awesome Over 50 is so fabulous.
Awesome Over 50 is so cool.
That's such a great
Awesome Over 50!
You guys are awesome.
And you guys are the Awesome Over 50
Yes.
ones. Always remember that. All right. Talk to you later.
Thank you.
What a wonderful experience. All right, it's checkout time. Okay, Bill, that was a jam-packed time. Oh my gosh. We had the conference here on Tuesday.
That's right. The conference was Tuesday, half of Tuesday, all day Wednesday, all day Thursday, which was like 8 in the morning till 9 at night, and then part of Friday right up until about noon, and then we decided to have some fun.
Absolutely. We went to the Santa Monica Pier.
Santa Monica Pier, and it was wonderful. I mean, typical tourist thing, I guess, but never been there before, and yeah, it was great. The weather was great.
No, it wasn't. We tried to go to the promenade, and
it was great during the day.
Yeah.
Late at night, it started to rain, and they say it never rains in Southern California. Well, I don't know. Maybe we brought the rain, I guess, but wow.
Gosh.
And then today.
Today, oh my gosh, we took an extra day.
Yeah.
We went to Hollywood. And oh, by the way, this Hollywood and Rodeo Drive. That's going to be on another video.
Correct.
But
another video for that.
We went to Hollywood. We went to Rodeo Drive, Beverly Hills, and
that was great.
And now we're just about to get on a plane soon to catch the red eye, which leaves like around midnight.
Yeah.
Are you going to sleep on the plane?
Am I going to sleep on the plane?
Yeah.
I'd like to, but I hope I can.
I can never sleep on a plane.
No.
And hey, folks, you know what? We want to know too from you. You know, if you have done a bit of business and pleasure, and you know, some of the times you kind of mixed things in the past. And I kind of suggest that too. If you have the possibility to spend an extra day, don't just make it, oh, I'm in Paris, or
That's
I'm
a great
in London.
idea, Heather. If you can fit in one extra day and just do a little typical tourist sightseeing, go for it.
All right. And we're heading home now, and we're going to see Little Hurricane, and we're going to get some sleep. I think we're going to sleep for 2 days.
I hope so.
Back to LAX and homeward bound to Little Hurricane.
Hey! Oh! Were you a good boy? Were you a good boy when you were gone? Hey?
Hi, Hurricane. Anyway, so Hurricane, it's my turn to get my kisses from Hurricane. And you've been missing us, right? He's missed us.
I missed them big time.
Incredibly. But anyway, for all of you, our awesome subscribers, we do this for you. We really feel strongly about Awesome Over 50. This was a great opportunity for us to learn about podcasts and just giving more.
That's right. The more we learn, the better it'll be for you guys.
And that's what we want to do. So, and don't forget about your dreams as well. And and another thing not to forget about is we're going to be doing, if it's not already up now, you will be seeing the videos on the little trip, the day trip we did to the Santa Monica Pier.
That was fun.
And again, you know, the sunset, you've got to check out the sunset. It was absolutely, and there's actually a shot in there that I did that looks like there's a halo from God really shining down.
It's pretty spectacular.
Got to check that out. And then of course Hollywood and Rodeo Drive and all those amazing stores and that sort of thing. We even found the hotel where Pretty Woman was done. I think we have to stop filming and let this dog continue to give us our 4,000 kisses. And don't forget that if you haven't subscribed, there's a subscribe button down there. And don't forget to ring that bell. And until next time, keep it awesome, folks.
Keep it awesome, and we'll see you later.
Everyone's invited to subscribe and join us on our videos.